You out here hating, nigga, suck it up. Me and my squad stay caking, nigga, suck it up. No jaw jacking, yeah, we stacking, so suck it up 100%. Real, y'all acting, so suck it up. I stay on my job, I'ma do it till my death. I stay on my job, I'ma do it till my death. I stay on my job, I'ma do it till my death. I stay on my job.
Street Politic and Podcast all day.
The game has changed, and maybe you can understand why I chose the name The Taker. The rest of y'all think you killing the game, but to be honest, you killing all your
Get it done, we call that nigga Jello. I ain't calling himself Trey Cray, some shit. Whatever it is, I know that nigga straight Street Politic and Podcast.
I'm getting so cold. I ain't worked this hard since I was 18.
Street Politic and Podcast.
Hey, yo, this D-Lo from AZ. You're now into my boy Trey on Street Politic and Podcast.
It's new Taker, bitch.
Yo, what's poppin', world? It's your man, Troy Cray. First off, want to say happy Friday. Second of all, I want to say happy motherfucking Easter weekend! Yo, we definitely are in the building tonight. I'm happy to be here. Most definitely looking forward to this weekend, seeing some of my kinfolk now, eating some good old homemade food, sitting around and building memories, man, having a great time. I hope you all do the same. We most definitely gonna enjoy ourselves this weekend, man. No bullshit tonight. Tomorrow or Sunday, Milwaukee, Chicago, Philadelphia, everybody, man. Let's have a peaceful ass Easter weekend. Let's enjoy ourselves. Let's enjoy our loved ones. Really have a good time, man. So, first thing first, man. I've been getting a lot of feedback, man. I'm talking a lot of feedback, man. And I can't even lie. I'm more than humbled. I'm more than honored. It's definitely surreal. But I do need to address something right quick. And I do mean this with the utmost respect. But I think I'm going to have to go ahead and turn this music off right quick. Because I need for y'all to hear me on this one. No bullshit. No games. My motherfucking name is Trey Cray. My motherfucking name is Trey Cray. I don't need no motherfucking help. I don't need no motherfucking advice. I don't need no motherfucking mentor. I got myself to this point. So I got me. I am my mentor. I am my motivation. I am my own advice. I don't need help from no motherfucking body running this shit. You dig? Whew. Let me calm myself down. Let me woosah. I apologize. Sometimes, I had those moments. And I appreciate it, man. But, one thing about a man, when he creates something, man, he want to fall through and build on it on his own, man. You appreciate it more when you know that you put your own hard work, your ideas, your long hours, your research, into this shit. And I actually do this, yo. I actually do this. I'm actually all the way invested in this. You feel me? So, with that in mind, man, I appreciate the gestures. I do appreciate the reach outs, but I don't need no help, man. I'm 100% solidified these ways. I'm good. I got it. Anyway, it's motherfucking Easter weekend, man. I know people going out. I know people right now probably shopping, trying to get their fit together. Motherfuckers is at the salons. Motherfuckers is at the barbershops, bro. Make sure y'all fucking with me, man. Street Politic and Podcast, yo. 2023 is my year. I'm claiming it. I'm letting it be known now. Hey, all love to everybody out here doing their thing. No bullshit, bro. Especially in the Milwaukee area. Like, we definitely need to help each other grow, and we will. So, make sure You guys are following the Facebook page, Street Politicking Podcast. On Twitter, Street Politicking Podcast. Instagram, Street Politicking Podcast. Snapchat, Street Politicking Podcast. Like, I'm out here, yo. I'm definitely trying to get this shit as far as it can get. I'm trying to reach people I've never met and probably on lands that I've never ever stepped foot on. So I need for y'all to make sure y'all do y'all big one in terms of support and liking, sharing, and subscribing to all these platforms because I'm trying my best to get all this good content out to y'all, yo. And I do appreciate the love and support, yo. I'm telling you, this shit is not going over my head. It is 100% appreciated. I can't tell y'all, man, how geek just reading the comments and seeing my subscribers go up and seeing how many people are tuning in. You know, the analytics don't lie. The numbers don't lie. So that alone definitely keeps me going, and it makes me want to go even harder for y'all. Oh, and for those who aren't following the Facebook page, I have made Apple Podcasts. Did y'all hear me? I made Apple Podcasts. Now, for me, that's a big one. I don't own Apple products. I don't like Apple products. That's my thing. I'm a Droid guy. So, with that being said, for me to actually make Apple Podcasts is a big thing in my eyes. And I'm definitely appreciative. Thank you to the team over there at Apple for even allowing my content to be on your platform. That is a big one. Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. All right, man. Now, we got sports-related news. The Milwaukee Bucks have clinched the #1 spot in the East. Congratulations to them Bucks, man. Hey, yo, no bullshit. Congratulations, man. It's a hard feat, man, to sit there and end the season with a 58-22 record, man. Like, they've been putting in that work. Now, remember, the Bucks started the season off 9-0. And through injuries and other bullshit, we had a mid-season slump, like most teams do. And these boys fight, man. I got to give it to them. Like, this is probably the most impressive Milwaukee Bucks team I've seen, man. And I'm talking about as far as the whole team. Yes, we all know Giannis is the engine. We know Giannis is the motor that runs this whole team. But as a collective, bro, they fucking scary, bro. I'm going to be honest. The Bucks look like they can stand up against anybody. Anybody. I don't see nobody beating them 4 times in those series. I just don't. I personally, I don't. They look like the strongest team going into the playoffs to me. And remember, at one point in January, they was 5.5 games behind Boston. Boston was first. And I don't know, they just flipped the switch from January 23rd to March 1st. They won 16 games in a row. Like, that's ridiculous. And ever since the 16-game winning streak got stopped by my other squad, the Sixers, Philadelphia, in the building, 215, the Bucks went 29-5 since then. Like, they have been putting in that fucking work, bro. So, again, big ups, big congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks doing a motherfucking thing, going into the playoffs hot. That's exactly what you want to do, especially around these times, man. You got to come in right. You got to come in and do your shit. The defense has been solid. Very impressive. They locked up that #1 seed when they beat Chicago Wednesday night, 105-92. Very impressive team, man. And you already know, Street Politicking Podcast gonna be down at Deer District. We gonna be at Deer District. Most definitely. I got to get down there and holler at people, man. Get as much content. You know, do live interviews right then and there out there with the people. I've been going the last 2 years straight, man. Solo dolo by myself. Having a good ass time. But we all know what happened last year with the stupid ass shooting, man. We don't know how they gonna do their district this year, but I know they're most definitely gonna up that security And fuck you to whoever shot down there, man, and made it hot and fucked it up for the rest of us. I'm gonna be honest. I give you a personal fuck you, dude. You niggas gotta keep that shit somewhere else, bro. Don't fuck up fun activities and festivities for other people, man. For your own personal dumbass bullshit that probably ain't worth none of the shit you putting out there. But, hey. Anyway, let's move on. So, kicking it with the fiance, man, and we ran across a Facebook post, and it showed. So this is my question of the day, but you know I gotta introduce it to you. So it basically showed women haul assing to get as far away from their man as possible to release themselves as far as passing gas. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, and then it kind of dawned on me. Like, it really hit a nigga. Like, I can't remember anybody I've ever dealt with on that level really farting in front of me. Like, damn, y'all really do that shit, though? Like, y'all haul ass to a whole nother room, the bathroom, the living room, your kid's room, whatever, and just toot your ass up and poop? Like, that's how the fuck y'all do? That's, yo, I don't, yo, so, okay, the question of the day, and this is to the fellas. It's a two-part question, but this is to the fellas. So, do your woman really do that shit? Like, or are y'all comfortable with each other where she feel like she ain't finna, I'm not finna move out my spot to go and prevent you from smelling no fart ass? Like, you gonna sniff this shit? Like, do you got like that chick that's like you've been with for a long time, and it's like no matter what, the harder you think about it, like, damn, I don't never remember this woman passing gas in front of me. Because that shit, like, when I sat and looked at her, she looked at me like, shit, what's wrong? That's exactly what the fuck I do. And I'm like, damn. Man, I won't give a shit, bro. I'll sit here and lay in this bed, and I could feel the volcano. I could feel that motherfucker rumbling in my stomach. And I'm not finna hop my ass up, find my motherfucking house shoes, try to navigate through the dark, find the door, hope ain't nobody in the bathroom, get in the bathroom, and fart? Man, listen, you better turn your motherfucking ass over the other way. I'm finna poop. Shit, I'm finna let this motherfucker go. That's just what it is. So how many of my fellas out there is like me? I'm not getting up doing all that fucking pretty shit. Fuck that. I'm a whole man. I'm finna let this bitch roar. Fuck. I said I'm gonna let it roar. No, real shit. Like, I can't see me doing that shit, but I do notice those times, man. Especially after like a meal that got dairy in it, man. She'll hop her ass up with the quickness and dip. You know how motherfucker just dip all of a sudden, you get the looking like, what the fuck going on? What happened? Yeah, that's probably what those situations is. Dip off to go release your fart ass in another room, stinking. I don't give a shit though. Look, she'll tell me all the time, boy, your ass, oh well, with that shot, looking like Pops and shit on Friday with the eyebrows raised like I'm chewing on some shit. You give a fuck? Shit, it is what it is, man. But yeah, that's the question of the day, man. Do your girl actually get her ass up every single time she got to pass gas? Like, do she just literally just talk to you, all of a sudden she feel that rumble in her stomach and it's just pew, like Road Runner just out? I know mine do. And when I seen that post on Facebook, it was the most hilarious shit in the world. Old girl closed the bathroom door and dipped with it with a whole motherfucking spring dress on. She dipped that motherfucker. Blah, blah, dropped that. Ooh. Like, damn, you was holding that motherfucker, wasn't you? It's funny to me. I ain't doing all that shit. I'm grown as hell. I wish the fuck I would. I ain't finna censor my farts, nigga. Shit. Fuck that. I was taught a long time ago by my middle school teacher, Mama O's. That is a natural bodily function. You could die from holding gas in your stomach. Oh, thank you. I want to live as long as I can. Fuck. But at the end of the day, you know, I do respect women for that shit. We hold them high on the pedestal. You don't never want to smell your woman. You don't never want to see your woman do any dirty activity. So, yeah, I don't want to smell your ass. You absolutely fucking right. I think it's a good thing, personally. I just never knew women were so attentive about that shit. Like, oh, I gotta pass gas. Let me hop the fuck out this bed and run to the other room. Or, you know what I mean? Like, damn, all that? You must know your shit stink. I mean, ain't nothing else you can sit there and say about it. What else? Why the fuck you dip like that? You don't want nobody to get a whiff of that fart ass. And that's appreciated. Especially if you know that motherfucker pee out. But anyway. What is everybody cooking this Easter? What is actually on y'all agenda and that's on the menu for Easter? I'm pretty sure a lot of people, especially the ones who cook, have invited people to their house. So, what are we doing this year? Is it anybody doing anything special? Is it we just making the regular old shit like I don't know what the temperature is going to be on Easter. I'm pretty sure somebody or a lot of somebody's going to fire that grill up. Like what's the dishes we cooking? No pork, please. No pork on my fork. Hell no. Inshallah, I can't do it. I ain't with it. I don't even like the smell of this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Whew. When you stop eating pork, bro, it's amazing how the body all of a sudden pushes that shit out permanently, bro. Like, for real. Like, you could be eating pork your whole life, and as soon as you stop for a couple of months, it's like your body rejects it. It stinks. It doesn't taste right. It's just so much wrong with it, man. That's a filthy beast, bro. Like, ugh. But at the end of the day, can't knock nobody for what they do at all. I used to sit there and eat from the swine. I used to enjoy myself when I ate from the swine. Pork chops was my shit. With that good ass motherfucking hot sauce. What? My folks used to be mad when they go back in the kitchen and that damn pan was empty. Like, damn. But I just can't do it, man. Health overall. That shit is not good for your body at all. Literally none of this fucking meat is, especially nowadays, but pork especially. Pork and beef. Something wrong with both of them motherfuckers. Yeah, I said it. And I ain't being no hypocrite. I'll fuck up a motherfucking cheeseburger and a double cheeseburger, nigga. Shit. In a second. Especially when after I had me a good night. A good adult night. You need that grease. Especially the way I party. I need that grease to try to kill some of them cocktails that's floating around in my damn stomach. But it's most definitely a hell fuck no when it comes to that pig. I ain't going. And then it's crazy because as filthy as the fucking pig is, why is that shit so goddamn expensive?
$44 for that fucking ham. Son of a bitch, when I go south, I'll just buy me a ham down there and it won't cost no 43 fucking dollars. Motherfucker.
Hey, this is Nessa. I don't even do podcasting, but if I was to do it, Street Politicking Podcast is the way to go. Shout out to my boy Trey. He's doing his big one.
What's up, y'all? This Daddy giving a shout out to Trey and Street Politics Podcast. Do your thing, cuz love.
Shout out to my brother. Congratulations on your podcast. Wishing you nothing but blessings, happiness, and success.
What's up, y'all? It's Deidre. I just wanted to give a shout out to Street Politics and Podcast and to Trey. Do your thing, cuz love.
Well, damn. Grandma Bessie let y'all know how the fuck she feels. She was not playing. $44. Y'all got her fucked up. That nasty ass, dirty, filthy ass meat. Have at it, man. It's just my opinion, and I'm most definitely entitled to it, and that's how I feel about that beastie, nasty, funky, sloppy, disgusting, bottom feeder, bracket ass meat. Ugh. Anyway, y'all have at it though. Y'all enjoy it. I ain't knocking nobody, but that just don't sit well with me. So, anyway, are y'all ready for the topic of the day? Or should we go ahead and push some more show? Like how y'all want to do it? I don't know. I'm feeling good today. I really ain't in a rush to get off. I did go over Wednesday a little bit. Only went over about 7 minutes, but it's nothing major. I just don't want to make a habit of that. I definitely want to keep a nice, clean, tight knit, time control show. So most definitely gonna go ahead and get into this topic. Okay. All right. So the topic of the day is, why are so many of us so comfortable with living a lie? Like living, going to sleep, waking up, restarting, a lie. A continuous lie. Now, what do I mean by lie? It can mean so many things, especially in this scenario. We're talking you being with somebody you don't really want to be with. We're talking about you acting a way to please somebody else when that's not actually who you are or who you're actually comfortable being, but you're doing this all in hopes of satisfying another. Like living a lie. Like that is a true lie. Like you're not happy, you're not content, you don't feel appreciated, but you're repeating this same shit on a daily. And you're complaining to everybody except the person you need to be complaining to. I'm baffled. How do you get comfortable playing a role that you claim don't fit you or you claim is detrimental to your life? How do you contribute to that? How do you actually put in the work for a 24-hour day to go scot-free with no bullshit because you're playing a role, you're lying, you're putting an act on? Like, how do you feel comfortable with yourself? How do you sleep at night? Like, are you really a snorer, but because you're playing a role so deep, now you don't snore when you sleep? Like, are you all the way dedicated to your life to that point? Like, how do you people really carry out your 24 hours? I'm like, I want to know, and I'm interested. I really am. Like, I've came to a point where my peace means more than anything. My peace of mind is just as valuable as my time. Because those are two things that I have sole control over. And as soon as I lose control over it, it affects me emotionally. So, because I know what's at risk, I make sure I don't play with it, and I make sure I don't make it available for anybody else to play with it. You gotta value yourself. We all have to value ourselves because at some point in time, we lost sight of valuing who we are and putting more interest into valuing who we want to be. We put more time playing a role for others to like, for others to accept, for others to actually engage with. Like, what's wrong with you? Why you can't be you? Why are we making the satisfaction and acceptance of others our top priority? When did we forget about loving ourselves? When did we forget about putting ourselves first? When did we forget about valuing ourselves? Like, when the fuck did this shit happen? Some of the most conceited, all about themselves as people who I've grown up with, who I've went through school and I watched them, and at one point told myself, one day I want to have confidence like that in me. those people are so fucked up right now, today. A lot of those people are in the worst positions. The positions you and I probably would be like, yo, if it got that bad, just take me out. Just take me out. But these people live a lie for so long and tried to keep up with this imaginary character they created for so long, they lost sight of who they were. They lost sight of the real them. And they put they all into this imaginary ass character that they get so much acceptance and love and appreciation from others. It's so confusing. Why have we got to this point? Have we honestly stopped loving ourselves and start putting the attention that others get us on top of loving thyself? Oh man, it just shows nowadays the priorities of people are so fucked up and they're backwards. And it's sad, it really is. Because the way that you treat yourself speaks volumes of how you plan to treat others. If you don't give a fuck about yourself, there's no way you could convince me any other way that you give a fuck about other people. It's impossible. You don't even know what it takes to sit there and appreciate your damn self. So there's no way you know how to value somebody else. I had a conversation with somebody and they said to me, it's just like when a person gives good advice to other people, but not to themselves. That's a problem. Because I've always gave myself the best advice because I'm the one who actually has to take up this advice. If I decide to apply this advice, I have to live it. Other people's advice is just opinions to me. It's an option. I can choose to go that path or I don't have to. It doesn't make or break me. Because at the end of the day, they can say whatever they want to say. I'm only going to tell them so much. I'm only going to let them in so far. I'm the one who knows how deep the rabbit hole goes. So if any decisions that need to be made about a certain situation or scenario, I should be the one to make them because I'm the one who's going to have to live with those decisions after the fact. I don't understand how people are so strung up in what somebody else has to say or try to satisfy somebody else's desire or what they feel like is right. Like, come on, people. We need to start thinking for ourselves, man. This social media era has fucked us completely up. We are so dependent on satisfying others. It was a documentary on Netflix, I think last year. And it was talking about social profiling, man. Like how social media will have a beautiful person feel ugly. And have an ugly motherfucker feel like they the shit. But once we get that feeling, it's like dopamine. It's like when you meet somebody for the first time and that chemical reaction. You want more. Okay, I got your acceptance. I want to see if I can get all the acceptance. So what do? We post pictures. We post videos. We make sure we're seen by the world so we can get that acceptance. But once you get that acceptance, then what? Where do you go from there? Do you stop? No. You keep giving them more. Because maybe you can reach out to some more people. And that honestly ain't the way to go. We got to honestly make better decisions about everything we do. And until we do, we're going to forever be lost and forever be going in circles and forever be looking for somebody to guide us and put us in the right direction when our feet should be moving in the right direction them damn selves. We need more leaders. We got enough followers. The following group is so goddamn big, that shit look like a convention. The leader side, you could fit in the motherfucking one-bedroom apartment. That's a problem. That's a problem. So many people sit back and they're waiting to be led. Why don't you lead your fucking self? You have to live with you. The decisions you make are yours. The consequences are yours. The awards are yours. So what the fuck is you waiting for somebody else to sit there and lead you to your own consequence or your own reward? That's yours. Claim it. But don't just claim the award and try to deny the consequence. You should be able to sit there and claim the whole journey. You should be able to be a part of the whole process. Stop pussyfooting around, man. Stop looking for a quick way out. What I say Wednesday, we got to stop winging it. This is what I mean. We got to really put emphasis on where we want to be in life. And we also have to have a plan. There's nothing wrong with having a blueprint to where you want to be. But make sure it's your blueprint. Make sure you're representing yourself to the highest. Make sure you're putting yourself on a pedestal and understand that you're valued and you're worth something. And you are somebody. To somebody out here. Even if it's just your children. That's good enough. You don't need social media's acceptance. You don't need outside people's acceptance. You don't need to try to live up to their standards. You need to make a standard for yourself and live up to that to the T. And put a gold star on that motherfucker and put expert level on that bitch. You feel me? I'm going to say this every single show until somebody shows me different, bro. We definitely got a lot of work ahead of us, and we have to put that work in if we want to see any kind of change in ourselves and in our community. More leaders, less followers. That's my challenge to you all. Milwaukee, Chicago, Philadelphia, Ghana. More leaders, less followers. Show me a trend setter. We see too many trend followers. Hey, just want to say, I appreciate you guys taking your time out with me, rocking with Street Politicking Podcast. As y'all see, I'm finna keep coming with them, man. I'm dropping these bitches back to back, yo. Like I said, I'm doing a special this Sunday. I'll be over at Cuz Lisa crib. Big Cuz finna get down in that kitchen. I definitely need parts. Bringing the family along. I know I'm going to see a lot of my family. We ain't been connecting because everybody live their lives, and I ain't mad at it. I appreciate everybody got something to do. Everybody busy. Everybody handling their shit. That's a good look to me. So it's definitely going to be good to see these people, especially during this holidays. We don't get together like we used to. And just have a good time, man. Sip, smoke, the whole nine. We're going to just have us a good time. We're going to rock out. I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in. Remember to follow me on all social media platforms. You can hear this podcast on all podcast platforms. I'm talking about each and every one of them. I ain't even got to go through the whole list. But I will say, once again, big ups to Apple Podcasts for accepting me and allowing my content to be on their platform. That's a big one for me. A lot of people I know have Apple. So, there's no excuse now. A lot of people was telling me at first they couldn't find it. Oh, it's there. Apple Podcasts. Street Politicking Podcast. It's right there. You see the microphone. You already know what it means. To all my peoples, let's have a good time this weekend. No killing, no bullshit, no fighting, none of that, bro. Let's actually enjoy the holiday weekend the right way, the proper way, no bullshit, yo. And let's build these memories. I will holler at y'all next week. Remember, stay on these motherfuckers' necks when it come to you. Nobody values you better than you. Nobody appreciates you better than you. And with that said, remember to always pop your motherfucking shit, hood. I'm out!